Good day. I'm Sanda, the first reporter of Unit 1, which is the study of ethics. I will be discussing the first four topic of the study of ethics in Unit 1A. So what is ethics? Ethics is derived from the Greek word ethos, which means characteristic way of acting. Its Latin equivalent is mores, meaning tradition or custom. It includes cultural mannerisms, religion, politics, laws, and social aspiration of a group of people. So what is ethos? Ethos refers to those characteristics belonging to a man as a rational being, endowed with intellect and free will. The ethos of man as man is revealed in the following. First, he is able to distinguish between good and evil, right and wrong, moral and immoral. Number 2, he feels within himself an obligation to do what is good and to avoid what is evil. Number 3, he feels himself accountable for his actions, expecting reward or punishment for them. In other words, man is endowed by nature with moral sense. He is self-conscious of his dignity and submits to the duty of doing what is good and avoiding what is wrong. This much is expected of man, that a man conducts himself according to the dictates of reason. The study of ethics. Ethics, its meaning. Ethics as value education. The art of correct living. Importance of ethics. 2. Ethical systems. Ethics and religion. Ethics and law, and professional ethics. Ethics, its meaning. Ethics is the science of morality of human acts. Because action reflects the motives of the doer. Ethics is said to be the study of human motivation and ultimately of human rational behavior. Human acts are those actions performed by man, knowingly and freely and intentional or voluntary. These are actions that require a person to make a choice and use utmost responsibility. For example, breathing, beating of hearts, growing of hair, and growing of nails. While acts of man are those actions performed which are instinctive and involuntary, like ignorance, fear, love or emotion, physical and biological movements, children, insane, under the influence of drug or alcohol. These are processes that do not require a decision-making action from a person. It happens naturally in the body without a person's being conscious about them. For example, telling the truth, going to work, finishing your homework, and returning lost items. Morality. Morality is the quality of human acts by which they are constituted as good, bad, or indifferent. Morality can be a body of standard which derive from the standard of a person whose beliefs is universal. It is also specifically synonymous with goodness or rightness. Doing good is moral. Doing bad is immoral. And doing indifferent is amoral. Moral is about what is right behavior and what is wrong behavior, the degree to which something is right and good. For example, a person always tells the truth. He does not destroy anyone's property. While immoral is having no morality or being weak and evil. For example, the bankers who took millions while destroying people's savings are greedy, selfish, and immoral. While amoral can be defined as not admitting of moral distinctions or judgments, it's either moral or immoral. For example, Balthasar has no conscience. Ayana has lack of moral sensibility. Ethics as value education. Ethics takes the form of value education, a value of something a person prizes. cherishes and esteems as important to him. It includes ideas, things, or experiences. The aim of value education is to guide the individual in choosing wisely his values and in acting upon them. Ethics is the rational foundation of any attempt at value education. Ethics goes deeper into reasons why we must choose certain values. For example, the core of teaching consists of four basic values: dignity, truthfulness, fairness and responsibility, and freedom. All teaching is founded with ethics, whether it be the teacher-student relationship, pluralism, or a teacher's relationship with their work. Dignity means respect for humanity. The art of correct living. Human life does not imply merely physical survival. It is a vocation towards the refinement of the spirit. The demands of the daily life includes and derives meaning from the cultivation of those traits that truly reflects man's innate dignity. Ethics is an art. It is the breath of life, pulsating with desire for growth and development. This study of ethics implies that human's life does not imply only on physical survival, but it includes the meaning from cultivation that reflects a man's innate dignity, because it teaches how we may put order and harmony in our lives. For example, a person is beneficial if the truths are put in the practices as rules of conduct. If a man put the practices as rules of conduct, he is beneficial, which implies that human life does not only imply on physical survival. Importance of ethics. Ethics is an indispensable knowledge. Importance of ethics implies that without morality, man as rational being is a failure, because moral knowledge is too essential to be dismissed. Ethics is moral integrity. Moral integrity is the only measure of what man ought to be. According to some ethics philosophers, only necessary knowledge, we are tempted to center everything in human happiness, according to Jacques Leclerc. Ethics is science of morality, hence, it is the foundation of every human society. Rightly, it observed that without civic morality, community perish. Without personal morality, their survival has no value. Every culture admits that the importance of morality is a standard behavior. According to Leticia Ramos Shahani, at the bottom of our economic problems and political instability is the weakness and corruption of the moral foundation of our society. We need an economic recovery program. We also urgently need moral, intellectual, and spiritual recovery program. According to Shahani, we can surpass economic problems and political instability when we have economic recovery program, moral, intellectual, and spiritual recovery program. The next topic of Unit 1A will be discussed by the next reporter. Thank you.